Smt Vandana Chavan.
Thank you, sir. Sir, I would like to start with a quote of our first Prime Minister of India, Shri Jawaharlal Ji Nehru, who said, which is very important in the context of today's discussion, and I quote, "One can assess the development of a nation by examining the status of women in that nation." So these thoughts have been reiterated by several tall leaders even thereafter. Sir, it is on the basis of these thoughts and ideologies, these principles, this premise, supplemented by the fundamental rights which give us the fundamental right to equality enshrined in our Constitution, that our country has taken concrete steps and, if I may say, even giant strides to address the social and economic issues pertaining to women for their upliftment and empowerment. Sir, in the past we have witnessed several policies and programs, several studies, several reports, several legislations which seek to abate the atrocities against women, crime against women. We have seen a very landmark decision as far as the empowerment of women is concerned, and that's a constitutional amendment, the 73rd and 74th Amendment, which assured 33% reservation for women at all local self-governments, which has now become 50% and has brought about a sea change as far as the empowerment of women is concerned. So I would also like to acknowledge the outlays and the separate chapters which have been laid down in the 5-year plans, which exhibit that not only the outlays have been increasing in every 5-year plan, but the approach of the government right from independence, right from the first 5-year plan, has changed till today. So first it was the welfare approach, then came the development approach in which the education and health of the women were given impetus. In the 1990s, we got the empowerment approach where 33% reservation came for women and several other important steps were taken up. And now with the 12th 5-year plan, women are seen as agents of change, which is indeed an encouraging journey for women concerned. However, sir, still a lot leaves to be done. So I would like to flag just few instances given the time that I am allotted. Laws have been enacted, but the machinery it mandates is still not very effective. If I have to refer to the Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act, sir, it provides for protection officers. As my colleague Derek Ji has said, that not all states still have the protection officers. Some states which have it have a dual role. Some, those who have it, still have not been equipped with the knowledge and the machinery, and therefore a lot needs to be done in that direction. Second, sir, even if ignorance of law is no excuse, we have seen that even after the Vishakha judgment and now a specific legislation seeking that an internal complaints committee needs to come up in every organization, till today we see that these committees have not been put up. And therefore we need to see that there is a lot of awareness exercise which needs to be taken up by the government. Mishra ji has in his introductory speech made so many all-pervasive submissions, so I would just like to associate with all of them. I would only like to make one intervention, that now time has come to benchmark what we have done. We need to set targets and goals like it is done in the MDGs. We need to audit and monitor what has been done, and only then will we be able to assess what was the position 5 years back and what it is today. So I would like to make a suggestion here that just like every local self-government is mandated to make an environment status report every year, similarly, if all local self-governments and of course the state governments are mandated to make gender status reports, we will know where women stand, because as Mishra ji rightly said, rural-urban divide or different kind of problems and problems again in that particular setup are different. So I would like to now voice the concerns of the voiceless, that is the children. They are the future of our nation, sir, and the citizens of tomorrow. Sir, they are vulnerable. In the 0 to 18 years, I would say let us go to minus 0.9, because even before a child is born, he or she is still vulnerable to all kind of atrocities. So it saddens us to read that there are chilling reports of harrowing incidents which happened as far as child abuse is concerned. Pune, sir, is supposed to be a city which is very peace-loving. That's the city I hail from. And it really saddens me to say that we have been in the news for wrong reasons. So recently, there was a case in which a child is no more safe at home A child is no more safe in the school. A child who was kept at home with the house help was whipped, and this was captured by the CCTV, and therefore the parents came to know about it. There was another case when a child was hit and abused black and blue by his own parents, and you would be surprised.
Silence, please.
So you would be surprised to know that it is really hard to believe that police recovered plastic belt or rope and half-burnt pieces of wood used to accuse the child, used by the parents to assault the child. I mean, where are we heading towards? So this really boils our blood. Again, there were two incidents in our peace-loving city where where parents expect that home is the safest, but unfortunately is not. When the child goes to school, that is another place where the parents expect that they are safe. Unfortunately, children have been abused not only in the school, but also in school buses. And time has come that we need to have a child protection policy. I believe there is a mandate, but unfortunately, except the Delhi government, I don't think any state government has still come up with a child protection policy, and this is the need of the day. I think now the focus also needs to change to see how we can change the mindsets of some of the men who are the perpetrators of this crime. I think that time has come. We need to analyze the social status, the scenario. We need to even inspect what are the psychological changes that are happening. Is it because of the easily available pornography? Is it because of the easily available internet connections? Is it because of the indecent exhibition of women? These are things which we need to inspect, and therefore, as I said, we need to make an audit. Sir, India is home to the largest number of children in the world. They constitute 42% of India's total population. So as far as the budget is concerned, I would like to point out here, though there is a 50.62 crore increase in the 2014-15 over interim budget. However, sir, in terms of proportion to the total budget expenditure allocation under the child budget statement, that has gone down from 4.63 in 13-14 to 4.51. It may seem very meager, but when it is in terms of lakhs of crores, it is a major amount. In terms of GDP, sir, the child budget has come down again from 0.67% in 13-14 to 0.62% in 14-15. Sir, we have to make a conscious effort to make sure that our children are safe. Government will have to play a proactive role and make sure that we lend safety to our children. Last, I would again like to end with Jawaharlal Nehru's quote, "Children are like buds in the garden and should be carefully and lovingly nurtured, as they are the future of our nation and citizens of tomorrow." I'm sure the new government will take credit in this. Thank you.
Thank you for keeping to the time.